I'm Julie Kendall, and I'm here on behalf of Unwavering Journeys. And today I have the privilege of interviewing Lou Simon. And Lou, I want to ask you some questions because I know there's a lot of people that want to know your story. They're very inspired by you, by the work that you've done, by the way that you have gotten that work out into the world. So let's start by asking how it all began.
Well, I was practicing law, and I was extremely frustrated and disappointed and unhappy. And I had been trying to write a novel forever because that's what I initially went to school for, and that's what I had hoped I would become as a novelist. After years of practicing law and not writing and having a novel half done, I figured out that if I actually did what I was better at, which is basically dialogue, that I could just write a script instead of a novel, and it was a lot quicker, a lot easier, and I had a natural knack for it. And I started writing the scripts, tried selling them. When that wasn't exactly going anywhere, I said, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and make the first one into a film. And they're going to see how immensely talented I am, and I'm going to be discovered, and my world will change completely. And of course, that didn't happen. So,
well, not far from it, though.
Well, no, not really. But, 5 films later, here I am.
Amazing, amazing. So I would imagine that there were a lot of challenges along the way, because it's definitely not an easy thing to just, to start over, going from being a lawyer, to writing books, novels, and then writing scripts, and then producing movies or creating movies. So can you tell us a little bit about some of the challenges that you incurred and how you overcame them?
Wow, there's so many things that happen, and it's such a long process just to make a film, then the sales process of it. I had to learn filmmaking. I had never been on set before. I had never been in anybody else's film. So I did some reading and so on, and then I was on set, and that's how I learned. My first film was sort of my film school. I had a really bad surgery in 2012, and in the middle of recovery from that, I was really, really high on painkillers when I had the idea for Hazmat.
Oh, okay.
And that was my first solo project that I did completely on my own, other than the crew, obviously, but it was just me. I produced it by myself, and I wrote and directed it, and that had such a good response that I've been able to replicate that now 3 more times.
You have a tremendous amount of confidence and courage. And I think a lot of people in the business look up to you because of that. They see what you've accomplished. What would you suggest for other people out there that are wanting to do this as well, that are afraid?
Well, I am terrified all the time. Oh. It's from beginning to end. I mean, we just finished a film, and we just submitted to a bunch of film festivals, and literally when I pressed that, submission button, my heart is hurting of how much fear I have at that moment. So it's not about not being afraid. Courage is not being afraid, but being afraid of something and doing it despite that fear. The secret of making indie films in this market, in the way that it is to make them as low budget as possible, but for the best quality. And that really starts with a script that dictates very few characters, very few locations. Start simple, and then hopefully if you're talented and if things are meant to be, then something bigger will come. Yeah. You have to do baby steps. You can't make a $40 million movie off the bat. It's just not going to happen.
What's next?
Well, I just finished 3, which is a psychological thriller. 3 characters, 1 location. Crazy.
Being there.
And I just submitted to a bunch of film festivals. So hopefully 2017 will be a lot of traveling, the fun part of filmmaking, for me at least. Going through, film festivals and promoting that. I'm really hoping that this one, you know, garner some notoriety for the cast because they're excellent actors, and does, you know, something to propel us to the next big thing.
Awesome.